Hello and welcome to our next video of Saints of the Season here at St. John the Baptist. So today is Tuesday, December 14th, and the saint of today is one of my favorites, St. John of the Cross. So St. John of the Cross was born in Spain in 1542, and his father died when he was just 2 years old. So John was left without his father at a very young age. And as John grew up, he tried to pick up different trades, different skills as he grew up, but he was unsuccessful in this. He wasn't very hands-on-y type of guy. But he was an excellent student, and therefore he entered a monastery and was ordained a priest at the age of 25. So he lived at the same time as another saint, Saint Theresa of Avilia, who is also a doctor of the church. So can you imagine this? Two saints, I'm sure they didn't know it at the time, but two saints living together at the same time, calling each other to holiness. St. John of the Cross was actually St. Theresa of Avilia's spiritual director. They formed a very good connection, and he gave her, St. Theresa of Avilia, spiritual direction. St. Theresa of Avilia was, I think, about 20 plus years older than him, but St. John of the Cross was a brilliant man, an excellent student. He had a very close connection to God and a lot of great insights, and so she sought spiritual direction from him. So there was opposition at the time of St. Teresa of Avila and St. John of the Cross. There was kind of some opposition within the order they were, the Carmelite order. There were those who wanted to be reformed and those who wanted to be not reformed. And so the conflict at a certain point boiled over to where St. John of the Cross, who was trying to reform the order, he actually got kidnapped by people who opposed him, and he was kept in a jail cell by them and tortured for at least a year or more. And so St. John of the Cross, throughout this time when he was spending time in his cell, in imprisonment under his enemies here, he spent a lot of time in prayer, and he wrote a lot of different writings and poems and really embraced the time and the period that was given to him here to really grow a closer connection to God and to really dig into that in a profound way, because he was just him and it was just God. He was all alone otherwise. So John eventually did escape his captors, and he went on to, he went on to establish 7 new monasteries between the time of his release, when he got out, and then the time of his death in 1591. He was only 49 years old. So St. John of the Cross is, just like St. Teresa of Avila, a doctor of the church, which means that he made many significant contributions to theology, to doctrine, and to church writings just in general. And St. John of the Cross is the patron saint of mystics, contemplatives, or people who kind of take a very specific purpose to try to highly contemplate God and grow closer with God in a very special and unique way. And he's also the patron saint of Spanish poets, because he was a phenomenal poet as well. So in the spirit of St. John, who really focused on deepening his relationship with Christ, as we are in the season of Advent, we have less than 2 weeks before the coming of Christ at Christmas, let us embrace this spirit of St. John of the Cross and really seek to grow deeper in our relationship with God just by spending time with him, being intentional about spending time with him, but especially spending time with him in silence. So as the season of Advent continues here, I pray, and we pray here at St. John's, that your Advent continues to be fruitful, and may God continue to bless you and your loved ones as we draw near to Christmas. God bless.